Welcome back. This is video 2, where we'll take a look at why we should analyze AVID data at all. AVID's not about data, it's about kids. So why so much focus on data? Doug Reeves said that many students are over-tested but under-assessed. What did he mean by this? Pause the video and consider this, or discuss it with someone if you're watching this as a team. What did Dr. Reeves mean? What's the difference between a test and an assessment, and how can one turn a test into an assessment? Welcome back. Here's another. Rick Dufour, the father of PLCs, said that schools are often data-rich and information-poor. What did he mean by this? Pause the video again to consider these questions. What does Rick mean by data-rich, information-poor? What's the difference between data and information? And how can one turn data into information? Welcome back. The rest of the video will deal with this last question. How can we turn data into information? There's a large variety of AVID data available to AVID teachers, data rich for sure, but how does a teacher turn all of that data into information? Here are some ways that you could take data and turn it into information. First, you can compare one group of students to another. For example, you might compare your AVID students to non-AVID students, to another school's AVID students, or to AVID students in the county or the state. Another way is to attach a monetary value to certain data. For example, how much money does the increased attendance of AVID students mean to the school? How much in additional taxes are generated by AVID college graduates? Another way is to format the data into a chart or graph to see long-term trends or group comparisons. Each of these methods puts the data into context in order to begin making meaning of it, which will then turn it into information. There are several sources of data that AVID coordinators and teachers will access. First is the school's student information system. This might be Zangle, Infinite Campus, EDMS, ORS, or some other program. Some of the information might be unavailable to you, and you'll have to ask an administrator or someone at the district office for access to it. AVID Center also makes available all of the general data and senior data that you submit annually as summative reports. They offer a website that lets you print these reports for a single year or for multiple years from this data. And the California Department of Education, or CDE, offers public data at a school, district, county, or state level covering test scores, API, graduation data, and even recently college-going data. This CDE data provides a comparison point to give context to your local data and turn it into valuable information. The CDE website has multiple sections that we'll investigate throughout these videos. There's a section for API reports and lists of similar schools. Then there's DataQuest that allows you to create custom reports about demographics, graduation data, and college tests. Another section allows you to look up CST test scores by subgroup. Unfortunately, AVID's not one of the available subgroups. There's also a section with information about the Common Core state standards and the upcoming Smarter Balanced tests. So in summary, in a sea of data, some ways to turn data into useful information are to use the data to answer important questions and solve educational problems, use the data to identify students in need of extra help, plot trend data towards long-term goals, and analyze the effectiveness of programs and systems. So turning data into information is all about how the data is used. So you've finished video 2. Now go ahead and open video 3 for the next steps. In the next video, we'll tour the AVID Center website, the CDE website, and the EAP website.